Welcome to PUC second year students. We are studying the microeconomics chapter number 2. In chapter number 2, that is theory of consumer behavior. In the theory of consumer behavior, we are studying substitute goods and complementary goods. What is substitute goods and what are substitute goods and what are complementary goods? We have to understand and we have to state the meaning of substitute goods and complementary goods. And what are its examples? Let us study today the meaning of substitute goods and the meaning of complementary goods. And first of all, what do you mean by substitute goods? Substitute means exchanging for one another, or instead of one goods, or in the place of other goods, using the one goods in the place of other goods. This is a substitute goods. The substitute goods, meaning of the substitute goods, what do you mean by substitute goods? Those goods are those goods which can be used in the place of other good for the satisfaction of a particular one is called substitute goods. Once again, those goods which can be used in the place of other goods for the satisfaction of human wants, it is called as the substitute goods. Those goods which are used in the place of other goods for the satisfaction of human wants is called as the substitute goods. For example, you can do a number of examples. I have given, there are 3 examples. For example, substitute goods are tea and coffee. Tea and coffee. Tea and coffee. These 2 goods are substitutes. You may have tea or coffee. You may or you can drink tea or coffee. These are the substitute goods. You may have tea or coffee. Unless coffee, you may have tea. And these 2 substitute goods, tea and coffee, these substitute goods, and Pepsi and Coca-Cola, these 2 substitute goods, and electricity and solar, this is the substitute goods. You can use Pepsi or Coca-Cola. You can drink Pepsi or Coca-Cola. You can use Pepsi or Coca-Cola, and you can use electricity or solar. These are the substitute goods. The tea in the place of coffee is in the place of tea. You can substitute goods. Or Pepsi in the place of Coca-Cola in the place of Pepsi. We can use electricity in the place of solar. We can use solar in the place of electricity. These are the examples for the substitute goods. We can give a number of examples. Substitute goods, and you will have a number of examples. It is enough for your examinations. Tea and coffee, and Pepsi and Coca-Cola, and electricity and solar. These are the substitute goods, those goods which can be used in the place of other goods for the satisfaction of human want is called as the substitute goods. For examples, the substitute goods are the tea and coffee, Pepsi and Coca-Cola, electricity and solar. If the prices of coffee increases, the consumers shift to tea, or the demand for tea increases. If the prices of coffee increases, the demand for tea increases. If the prices of coffee decreases, the demand for tea decreases. The consumer shift to coffee. When price falls, that commodity demand will be higher. These are the examples for substitute goods. And what is complementary goods? Complementary means using together two goods. The definition is that complementary goods, those goods which are used together. To satisfy a particular want is called complementary goods. Those goods which are used together to satisfy a particular want is called complementary goods. For example, petrol and car. Without petrol, the car cannot run. Without petrol, car may not run or doesn't run. For a second example, pen and ink. The pen requires ink. Without ink, we cannot write anything. We are using together pen and ink. Tea powder and sugar. Without tea powder, there is no tea. Without sugar, there is no tea or coffee. The sugar and tea powder using together. This is a complementary goods. In this case, if the prices of petrol falls, the demand for car increases. If the prices of petrol increases, the demand for car decreases. It is in case of complementary goods. Using two goods together, it is called as the complementary goods. It is clear the meaning and examples of complementary goods and the substitute goods. What are the substitute goods? Tea and coffee, and Pepsi and Coca-Cola, and electricity and solar. These are the substitute goods. And what are the complementary goods? Petrol and car, pen and ink, and the tea powder and sugar. These are the examples for complementary goods. It is clear. Thank you.